What's going on, everybody? All right, take some time tonight to kind of plan out some stuff. As you can see, the channel has changed a bit. So I pretty much done with Lou versus Wall Street because I'm not doing Wall Street anymore. Like I've said before, I have one position left, which is AMC. Other than that, and it's just to write it out in order to get closed out on it, and that's about it. When you take a look at what Wall Street has been doing, what it is now, and what it's facing, yeah, it's not. It's one of those things where it's not real. It's not real. You know, as a matter of fact, look, I'm gonna tell you something. It's two things I'm gonna share with you guys, which is kind of crazy because I saw an article earlier today that, you know, like I already know this stuff, but it's different when like I see it. And when I see it like back at me, I'll read it for you. It's a street article. It said AMC stock, failure to deliver reached nearly 70% of August trading volume. A significant high percentage of failure to deliver in August has raised significant questions about the current state of AMC affairs. Well, continues. In August, failure to deliver in AMC totaled more than 264 million, roughly 70% of the stock's monthly trading volume. You see things like this in a very public stock play like AMC, where basically the entire play was synthetic, and the CEO was, I notified them, I did. Let me tell you something. If this would have been any other business with this type of cookbooks, they would have had the motherfucker in handcuffs. But they don't do that on Wall Street. So it's just a game, and everybody's involved, and it's the big names. Remember I told you from the beginning, the big names are involved, and they're gonna do whatever they want? Well, they did whatever they want. Now there's going to be a bump up, and I'm looking at cash out. But it made me look again at what Wall Street has become. You know, a friend of mine, Nick, we're involved in some business projects. He told me about a cancer stock today that's, you know, it's bumping up. Cancer treatment stuff. Like they got, I don't know, what type of treatment protocol, whatever. And the company's being heavily shorted, and the CEO went to court. And he's doing a lot of things, you know, because they're trying to stop this company. You know what I said to myself? And I love the guy. But the thing is, I said to myself, I've heard all this before. And nothing's going to stop Wall Street. And I started thinking to myself, like, okay, I pulled back and I said, okay, Wall Street, if the big players are going to lose, they change the game. Right in front of you. And there's nothing you can do. And the CEOs are scared to death to go toe-to-toe with, you know, the powers that be. So if the play really gets hot, they'll do a surprise reverse split on you. COSM. There is no more winning in Wall Street for retail. So it's technically a waste of time. But people are in stocks and they like to day trade. And you can scalp a couple of things back and forth. There's a couple of plays like that. I get it. But overall, what kind of money is that for a living? What kind of money is that? If you're not going to be pulling in a couple of $100,000, what's the sense of it? I mean, if you live like in a state like New York State, between federal and the state taxes, I mean, the capital gains, you're not even making anything. You're technically owing them. So anyway, decided to, because there's great opportunity for money on the other side. You know, what's happening with crypto right now is a phenomenal thing that's happening now. And I'll explain that more in a couple more videos. But I've just gotten to the point where I'm like, the game of money has changed over. And a lot of people don't want to see it because they're still stuck in that world. But I can't be stuck in that world because that doesn't benefit me. You know, AMC's going to have a run up. Okay, I get it. People got to do what they got to do. But you got to think to yourself for a second, none of this is real. None of this is real. The cast of characters do everything right in front of you, and they don't get penalized for doing everything bad. God forbid you and I do something bad. I got grabbed and I wasn't even at the bank. Not for nothing. But at the end of the day, that became, it's pointless, and it became boring for me. Because at the end of the day, we're just waiting for a bump up. And there's no, oh my God, look at this breaking information. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Just like remember the experts that used to be out there saying this line is going to cross here, it's going to do this, and then where the fuck are those people at now? They're gone. You know why they're gone? Because all they were doing was talking bullshit. And I'm the one that told you that the major players behind this, they're never going to let themselves get caught. They'll do whatever they got to do. MMTLP, was it? That was the stock? Yeah. So I changed the channel. That's the name now. And obviously, I talk money stuff. On and off the blockchain. Things that affect it. Okay? That's much more of a bigger, I'm still going to point out things where there's money to be made. I mean, X-Force, still in it. Still in the XRP, XLM, XDC, and HBAR. And I'll talk about those. But the stock market, there's nothing left in it. Yeah, it might go up some, whatever, and then you got to sell your orders. You're never going to fulfill your orders. They scalp you to death. I'm like, it's done. There's money to be made in other things. There's much more money to be made in other ways with massive gains. I wasn't kidding you when I said I'm done with Wall Street. I'm going to write out AMC with everybody else. We're going to close out that chapter. You can stay in it for, until Popcorn creates the AMC wine. But it's a rigged game. If you keep playing that game, it's not going to be favorable for you. You got to change your strategy. Right now, the SWIFT, the big conference, right now, this is going on right now, okay? All the ISO coins are there, HBAR, Hedera, Ripple, Stellar, they're all there. Because the game of money is about to change. The business, the movement of money, everything is about to change. I'm like, that's what we have to be paying attention to. What's going on with the economy, everything. That's what we have to be doing. Let's face it, they cheated us out of the meme stocks. Okay, fine, whatever, it's horrible, whatever. This life. But to continue this road this way, no way. My goal is to make a few millionaires and then be done with this channel. Press that button one day and don't come back. I love you motherfuckers, but I got bigger things to plan. And we can't just be stuck with the same fucking thing over and over again. You let me know.